What's going on, guys? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Sasuke Uchiha back with another video, and this time we have a special guest among us. It is the beloved baby Sarada. Yes, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are enjoying my intros and if you guys enjoy me showing up as much as I can, please smash the like button and hit the subscribe button at the same time. I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is this is actually post ban list, because as you guys know, we have gotten a new ban list, and yes, it kind of does suck in some opinions. Monarchs finally came back at full force, which will be my next video soon enough, guys. I hope you guys don't mind me brushing up on my DDDs. So I'm gonna be moving my camera around a bit. Sarada, you want to say anything? No? You don't want to say anything? No? Okay. Alright, so let's jump into it, guys. Hopefully you guys understand this. Okay, so first off, we're running our main boss monster, which is DDD God King Reggie. I call him God King Reggie for short because of the fact that, you can't really be too sure of, what the hell. Then we're going into our secondary boss monster of the main deck. We have DDD, Destiny King Zero Lablaze, which his effect is pretty beast because of the fact that you get to double the attack of your opponent's monster. His attack becomes double that of your opponent's monster, so your opponent swinging at you with 4,000, this monster becomes an 8,000 beat stick. And then again, if he attacks a defense position monster, it don't matter. He inflicts piercing battle damage at the same time. So, bros, you better watch out. Then we have our DDD Elogi King Vice Requiem. We are still waiting for this guy to come out into the TCG. Now, the reason why I like him and having him in the deck is mainly because of the fact that you can target any number of dark contract cards you control, destroy them, and if you do special summon this card from your hand, then increase or decrease this card's level by the number of cards destroyed. So you have so many cards that are you have like so many dark contracts that are just draining your life points, and you need to overcome that. Well, here comes Elugi to the rescue, and he literally becomes, you can literally make him a level 8 or whatever the level you need him to be. And then again, you cannot special summon monsters except DDD monsters. A DDD monster that was Fusion Synchro Exes or Link summoned using this card on the field as material gains the following effects. You can only use the preceding effects of DDD Elugi King Vice Requiem once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one card on the field, shuffle one dark contract card from your field or graveyard into the deck, and if you do, destroy that target, then gain 1,000 life points. So you gain an additional effect on top of the main effect. Then we have our 3 of, which is one of the main cards that you need, which goes into a high combo. You have your Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok, mainly for your special summonings and rank 8 plays. We have our float card, not necessarily float, but you guys get the drift. It is your DD7 Thomas. Okay, there we go. Now you can see us better. Sorry about that, guys. We have 7 Thomas mainly due to the fact that 7 Thomas just is rank 8 spam. Like, bring him out, pop scale, and then special summon another level 8 monster, another level 8 DDD monster, or DD monster. Yeah, DDD monster. Sorry, my bad. Into defense position, but the effects are negated, if any, which doesn't really matter. You get to come out into Kali Yuga or Hope Harbinger or any other rank 8s that you may be playing at that given moment. Feel free to change up the list, guys. It is entirely up to you. DD Dog, we run one of him mainly because I wanted to throw him in. I don't really know how well he is, but you can target one Fusion Synchro or Exes monster your opponent controls, negate the effects until the end of this turn, then destroy this card. So literally goes really, really good with the when you're going up against, like, say, Buster Bladers, and your opponent has Buster Dragon, you effect negate Buster Dragon, and your opponent is just like, well, crud. And you're just like, well, quick save. And then, of course, once per turn, if your opponent special summons a Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz monsters, except during the damage step, you can target one of those monsters this turn. That monster cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated. So that really, really helps out in this case scenario. Like, its effects are negated, period. And then again, this turn around, it cannot attack. So that helps out so much, and a lot of people hate me when I play it in the deck, and it is so good. We have DD Evil, which is going good for Pendulums right now because we're seeing a bit of a rise on Pendulum monsters. Once per turn, while this card is in your Pendulum zone, when your opponent Pendulum summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can activate this card. This turn, that Pendulum summoned monster cannot attack, and also its effects are negated. So that helps out tremendously, and Sarada's over here just looking at me like, Daddy, what the hell are you saying? Cannot attack unless you control another DD monster. During your opponent's main phase quick effect, you can target one face-up Pendulum summoned monster your opponent controls. Negate that face-up monster until the end of this turn. So literally just negation of Pendulums. Like, it's an extra negation in the deck, which actually helps out tremendously. Then we have DD Arc, which is another, which actually is like Pendulum removal. Allows you to destroy, a Jasmine. Sorry to get your butt ass off of the camera. Ah. Okay, so, yeah, crazy little girl. I'm sorry, guys. Just wait till she gets older. She's gonna be like, Daddy, Daddy, when are you gonna make another video? Yes, Sarada. You know how you're getting right now. Okay. You can target one Pendulum summon monster your opponent controls, destroy both that monster and this card. You can only use this effect of DD Arc once per turn. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can special summon one face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck, except DD Arc, but its effects are negated. You can only use this effect of DD Arc once per turn. So, literally, if you have a level 8 monster on your board and you need to get out another level 8 monster, but it's in your extra deck, you literally just get the ability to fucking Arc and then pop one Pendulum summon monster your opponent controls, and then this one, and then you just get to bring out another monster, and then you just OTK him, like with Kali Yuga or Hope Harbinger. Then going into the more 3-Os, we have Copernicus, your main milling card, which allows you to mill Dark Contracts and or DD monsters. Hey, sorry to hand down. We have your DD Ghost, mainly for milling and banishment recovery. Your Swirl Slime for special summoning, and your special summoning and your fusion summoning of, again, 3 of, 1 of, as you guys can see based on the screen. Then your Necro Slime, 3 of for banishing fusion. And then, of course, your Synchro 2 plays, which might come in handy if you really get the chance. Then you have the Lamia, mainly your main tuner of the deck, along with Ghost. Really helps out in so many scenarios you have no clue. Your 7 Kepler, mainly for searching out your Dark Contracts and bouncing back DDD monsters. Allure of Darkness for draw power. Then you have, which is draw 2, banish 1 dark. If not, send your entire hand to the grave. Jasarada. You have 1 for 1 for your special summon of your Lamia if you don't want to waste that normal summon, or your Kepler. It really don't matter. Then your Pot of Desires for extra, 2 Pot of Desires for the extra draw power. Wait, Sarada, seriously? Your 1 Foolish Burial, mainly just fusion off real quick. Send out your Swirl Slime or your Necro Slime. I'm sorry, guys. Sarada's being really fussy right now. Called by the Grave. The reason why we're running it at 1 is because this one barely got hit by the limited list, and it really shocked me. And I was like, why did they limit this but not any of the hand traps? Like, this card was designed to put a stop to the hand traps. But, hey, Konami had their reasons for whatever. This is mainly just for negation of hand traps or any pesky monsters that your opponent might be running. Sorry to stop it. Then we have Dark Contract with the Gates, your main search engine. You have your Swamp King for extra fusioning. Hey, stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry, guys. I may be taking a bit longer. She headbutted me. I told you to stop it. Yeah. Stop it, this will be the last video you do with Daddy. Okay, I think this is going to be the last video she does with me. Dark Contract with the Witch, mainly due to the fact that just the ability to make your DDD monsters or DD monsters and of course gain 1,000. Well, all fiend type monsters gain 1,000, and then again at the same time, just the ability to pop is just overwhelming to a lot of opponents, and they just sit there like, whoa, really? Then we have your Beowulf, mainly for rank 8 plays, and then we go into one High Flame King Genghis, mainly due to the fact that, well, you have the Genghis, and you're just like, well, extra negation during your turn in case your opponent tries to Called by the Grave, you Chain Link 2 or Chain Link 1, however you see it. Then we go into 2 regular Genghises, mainly to bring out your High Wave King Caesar, and of course special summoning. Then again, like, you get if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect or by battle, you just get the ability to add like a gate right back to your hand, which is actually pretty dope, and not a lot of people use that. We have your one Satellite Warrior, mainly due to the fact that what's it called? You can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of synchro monsters in your graveyard, destroy them, and if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack for each card destroyed. If this synchro summon card is destroyed, you can special summon up to 3 level 8 or lower warriors, synchron, or stardust synchro monsters with different names from your graveyard. You can only use each effect. Well, that actually does come in handy because we do run a synchron. We may not be running a stardust, but we might later on in the future. Yes, Sarda, I know. Blah, blah. We have your Crystal Wing for negation and for the 4-card combo. Siegfried, of course, for negation of spells and traps. Crystal Wing for negation of monsters. Your Alexander, mainly for extension of plays to get out your to get your Siegfried and your Crystal Wing out quicker. Yes, I understand. A Formula Synchron for draw power, and of course for bringing out your Satellite Warrior. Your Kali Yuga for wiping your opponent's spells and traps clean, and of course the negation of everything for that one turn that he's Exe summoned. Hope Harbinger for negation of spells and traps, and card effects, which I do believe, or effects is activated on the field. So I do think that would actually include monsters effects, but you guys have your free opinion to tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, and this little girl won't stop. Seriously, Sarada? Seriously? Then we have your High Wave King Caesar for negation of special summons and just pure negations, period. Hey, what are you doing? We have your Gilgamesh, mainly for setting up your pendulum scales when you can't access them at that moment, and at the same time, your Gilgamesh actually comes in handy for bringing back DDD monsters from the graveyard, if I recall correctly, which we have while we still have it on the screen, from your extra deck or graveyard. So yeah, that helps out tremendously, but it goes into defensive position. Oh, sorry to. I don't know how you guys call this one, but I still call them needle fiber. So we still have your Crystron needle fiber, mainly for bringing out your tuners and special summoning your your Formula Synchron without having to, you know, like, synchro summon him. Stop it. Then your cross sheet mainly for these special abilities. If a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, you can apply the following effects in sequence based on the types of monsters this card points to. If it's a ritual, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. If it's a fusion summon, special summon 1 level 4 lower monster from your graveyard. Synchro, all monsters you control gain 700 attack. Exes, all monsters your opponent controls lose 700 attack points, and you can only use each of those effects. You can only use this effect of cross sheet once per turn. So it comes in handy with a certain combo that I can't remember at the top of my head. Now going into the side deck, we do run your 3 Winged Dragon and Raw Spear Mode, 2 Radion. Wait. 2 Radion, the multi-dimensional kaiju. The Raw Sphere Mode and Radion are mainly for just like popping pesky monsters. Your DD Orthros is mainly in case you need the extra tuner. Normally we don't run him, but every once in a while we'll throw him in for getting out Siegfried really much quicker. Dark Ruler No More is actually to negate all face-up monsters' effects that your opponent controls. So your opponent has literally Buster Dragon, Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer, Swordsman, and I'm mainly targeting Buster Bladers because this is actually one of the main decks that upsets me every time I'm going against it. This card helps out tremendously. You have your Infinite Impermanence, same reason for just negation of the board. And Anti-Spell Fragrance, mainly because of the fact that in case you encounter anything that heavily relies on spells, on that exact turn you have this card. Just like, you know what, screw you, set the card, you can't activate that this turn. Well, that's all for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tomorrow or soon I will be uploading a video that will, what's it called? That will go for this deck in particular. It will be like a test run so you guys can see how well it runs. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, smash that like button like there's no tomorrow. And hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bells. Make sure that you have your notifications set for all notification, guys, because it really makes me feel a lot better when you guys watch my videos. And yes, this little girl is literally putting her feet in the way. That's why I'm having a hard time with the camera this time around, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, stop it. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. She's so dead quiet, and then when I start talking, no, she don't want to stay quiet. Alright, that's all for now, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.